Hi guys, and welcome back to the Handsome Pugs channel. You're joined today with me, Emma, and my two handsome pugs, Oscar and Henry. In today's video we are staying at the Farmstead, which is a luxury lodge in the heart of Suffolk. This is where we're staying. We're in number 6. Let's go show you inside. So there is another dog staying quite close, which is why I've left the boys inside for this intro. But this is what you see as you arrive at the farmstead. Wildflowers everywhere, middle of the countryside. Absolutely beautiful. But let's take a look inside. So coming into the lodge, you've got two very handsome pugs to greet you. So this is what you see as you walk into lodge number 6. It is an open plan kitchen, lounge, diner area, and it's absolutely beautiful. The lighting in here is on point, and it's very like rustic vibes. How stunning is this? Right, I'll give you a proper tour. Let's start down in the lounge area. So you've got this pretty big TV, I would say. I don't know how big that is, but it's got to be 40 something inches. You've got a log burner, which I don't know about you, but this just reminds me of Harry Potter, like when they're all in the Ministry of Magic and they go into the fire and then like, what's it called? Evaporate? No, what's it called? Wait for it. Diagonally. Totally did not Google that. Henry, you're not meant to be on the sofa. Anyway, Harry Potter moment done. Let's get back to the tour. So you've got this lovely log burner and loads of kindling, firewood, matches, all that good stuff. So you can light a pretty good fire in here. We're here in August now, so probably not the right time of year for it, to be honest. This basket is absolutely filled to the brim with wood. You could light so many fires, it's ridiculous. And then over here, you've got this lovely corner sofa, which is very soft. It's like a crushed velvet. They do say no dogs on the sofa, which is a little bit difficult with our dogs, I will admit. But I have bought blankets, so if they try and jump up, I'll get some blankets down. Yeah, you've got this lovely corner sofa going on. They even give you a selection of magazines. Granted, one of them is Norfolk and Suffolk Bride. Hopefully they're not trying to tell me anything. The other one is just Suffolk Norfolk Life. But that's a nice touch. I like a good little magazine. Oh, cute little rocking chair in the corner. That's actually really relaxing. Oh, just leave me here, guys. Leave me here. Oh, that's actually so nice. I don't think you're allowed up here, Henry. Shall we show the vlog the rest of the lodge? Shall we? Let's show the vlog what goodies we got in the kitchen, yeah? Come on then. So, taking you guys over to the kitchen. So, I will say that this is a very well equipped kitchen. There's a lot of plates and bowls, and these are all beautiful, like really good quality. These are from Soho House. So if anyone knows Soho House, you'll know that they're good quality. Got these beautiful champagne flutes. Good range of mugs, again from Soho House. I don't actually know what these are. Are they for candles? Oh, they're glasses, cups, I think. Mugs. Are they mugs? They're cute, whatever they are. And we've got the tumblers, and then the sort of gin and tonic-esque glasses. There's quite a good range of cast iron pans as well. Lots of glasses, lots of mugs. A very good selection, in my opinion. Then moving on to the tea and coffee, we've got a good amount of tea. We have sugar cubes. I'm not even like, I don't have sugar in my coffee and I don't drink tea, but I do appreciate a sugar cube. And then this is what I'm very excited about. We have got Grind coffee. I love Grind. It's such a cute brand. Their coffee is lovely. And these feel quite eco-friendly as well. I think that's quite a big part of this lodge. Everything is very sustainable and eco-friendly. So I'd imagine these are reusable coffee pods maybe. But yeah, very impressed with that. And then with the lodge also came this gorgeous sourdough. I will overlay some footage of our breakfast, but this bread is so good. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. We have already sampled some. Honestly, this is like the freshest sourdough going. I love sourdough. Oh, just look at that. Oh my goodness. I just love fresh bread. I could just eat all of that on its own. And then aside from the sourdough, the lodge also came with some Farmstead brownies, which we're yet to try, but I've heard these are really good. So we'll try them on camera a bit later and let you know what we think. And then for the dogs, we have this cute little dog bowl. We'll open that in a minute. And we have a Bonio each. Cute. How cute is that? Love that. It's a shame that dogs aren't allowed on the sofas and beds. I understand why, but it is always a bit of a challenge if your dogs are used to being on sofas and beds at home, because obviously they don't understand that they're not allowed on these sofas and beds. So like I was saying, I do normally bring a couple of dog blankets so that if they do jump up, at least the furnishings are covered. And obviously we do what we can to make sure they don't jump up. But yeah, realistically, it will happen. So I'd rather bring blankets and make sure we're all covered. So moving further round into the kitchen, I'm quite impressed to see that they've got olive oil or some sort of oil. A lot of places don't have oil, and it's annoying if you go to cook and it's the one thing that you're missing. And then they also have this very cute salt and pepper. Don't know why, but I'm a little bit obsessed with this. Very cute. Very aesthetic. The cupboards are all well stocked too. So we've got a good range of pans and boys, out the cupboard. Boys, come on. We've got a good range of pans and dishes and whatnot. And then this range style oven, which is brilliant, very fancy for a holiday let. I love it. We've got two fridges actually. It's just our water in there, so don't mind that. Two fridges, this one and this one over here. So we've stocked it up a little bit ourselves with the essentials. We've got dip, eggs, dog food, bacon and champagne and apple juice. So we brought all of that, but what did come with the lodge is this butter, which is honestly the nicest butter. I get very excited about local butter. They also left us this bottle of rosé, which I will enjoy very much. Thank you, Farmstead. And last but not least, some milk. I always like fresh milk. I mean, to be honest, I don't even drink milk. Not like that. But if I did drink milk, I would only drink fresh milk. I wouldn't have like long life milk. So yeah, I appreciate. And then we have a dishwasher, which we've already partially loaded. Dishwasher tablets, and then lots of different items of crockery. Even a, what's that called? Blender, which is very rare in a holiday let. Isn't it rare, Henry? And some tin foil, which again is really handy for like the bacon. We had half a pack today, half a pack tomorrow. So many places don't have foil or cling film, and it's just not something that you think to bring with you. So I appreciate the tin foil. Boys, you're gonna get squashed. Come out, come out. Come on, silly. When we arrived yesterday, the Roberts radio was playing, which is always a nice touch. I love these Roberts radios. They're very aesthetic and it's just such a nice vibe when you arrive to the music on. We've got a fan over here, which is helpful, and then a big basket of blankets and some bubble bath. So all of their toiletries are from Norfolk Standard Living. So it says, wrap up warm with the blankets provided and experience true relaxation with our bath soap. Soak, not soap. So the reason why there is bubble bath here by the back door is because if we come out here, there is an outdoor bath. Let me show you. So this is where I've just come from, and if you walk down here and around, you've got the outdoor bath behind those curtains. How aesthetic is this? I'm definitely getting in here later, by the way. Look at that, there's a hidden roll top bath behind the curtain. Stunning. Oh, that's the shot, Henry, that is the shot. So then this is the view that you get from the bath. Isn't that just the dream? Oh, I'm very excited for a bath. Right, let me show you the rest of the outdoors because there's a lot out here really. So you've got a lot of space around the lodge. The only thing I will say from a dog point of view, it's not fenced off at all. So if the boys are out here with us, I mean, really, they should probably be on a lead. But if they're not, you have to keep quite a close eye on them because they could literally go into any of the other lodges. So you've got a table out here for 4, a fire pit, which is always cute. We might have to get some marshmallows to toast up later. There's a table, I think it's like a bar style table over here. Let's go and have a look. And then obviously you've got these 4 seats on the terrace for soaking up the sunshine. Yeah, that's the table on the terrace. So it's got bench style seating going around the sides. So I suppose the idea is that you can sit down, do a bit of al fresco dining, and then this is your view. Stunning. Come on, boys. Is this not just the most beautiful place ever? Stunning. And so dog friendly, like this is the nicest environment for the boys to chill in. Like I say, just keep an eye on them because technically they could go anywhere. I don't really like the idea of putting them on a lead. It feels quite restrictive. But yeah, such a gorgeous place to be. You can come sit with me. So I will pop it up on a map, but the Farmstead is pretty much in the heart of Suffolk. I think technically we're in East Suffolk. So yeah, I will pop up on a map where Farmstead is. I think there are about 6 or 7. Boys! Come. Don't. I'm watching you. That's the only thing, because there is another dog staying. Whenever either of the boys hear the other dog, they leg it. So yeah, maybe they should be on a lead or inside. Let's go back in. Okay, so in the hallway here, we've got a little utility area. So there's a washing machine. It's a Bosch washing machine. It actually looks like there's something in there. Oh, some towels. That's funny. And you've got these capsules over here. There is a hairdryer. So we've got a Babyliss. There's a iron. And then, what's this? Hoover. So that's cool. So there's a pretty good Hoover. It looks like it's a pet edition Hoover. So I guess if your pet makes any mess, you can clean it up yourself, which is good to know. It avoids any sort of awkward situations. And then you've also got an ironing board, and I'm not sure what these are. Oh, it's a clothes horse. That's very handy. Okay, good to know. So then going into the first bedroom, and it's worth noting this isn't the master bedroom. You've got a fan again, you've got your towels over here, a cute little mirror and a rocking chair, and then the bed, which can be made up either as a twin or a king. We won't be using this bed this weekend because it's just the two of us, but it's very cosy. And then these gorgeous lights either side of the bed, which are very aesthetic. Outside we've got this view to wake up to. So you can see from here actually we're quite close to the other lodges. So it's not the most private outside, but equally it's quiet, it's nice and dark at night, there's no sort of external lights, so it does feel pretty secluded given that there's sort of a good 6 or so lodges around us. Again, all the aesthetics behind us, another mirror, and I do always appreciate a good mirror. Going into the ensuite bathroom, me again, we've got a freestanding shower. The space in here is massive. I guess this is like a wet room really. And then you've got this concrete sink. This is solid. You hear that? And then just to show you guys the toiletries that are on offer, because I'm obsessed with this brand. I've never smelt it, used it before, but it's Norfolk Natural Living. We've got cleansing shampoo, a nourishing conditioner, and a body cleanser, which is essentially a body wash. And then there's also a hand wash and a hand lotion. These smell amazing. I've read the packaging to try and work out what the scent is, and I can't figure it out, but it is right up my street. Oh, so nice. It's quite manly. I would guess something along the lines of maybe sandalwood and peppercorn or something like that. But it actually doesn't say. I'm guessing that this brand must only sell this one scent. It says it's coastal hand wash, but yeah, if I see this anywhere, I will buy some of this because it smells amazing. So it's been nice trying these products. So yeah, this is the shower, super big, very cool with the sort of rustic metal. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, it's cool. I like it. I'm here for it. And then the taps again, rustic vibes, but I am here for it. The toilet, let me turn you around and show you the toilet, because again, the toilet is just cool. Here is the toilet, just what you wanted to see on this vlog, but look at the toilet roll holder. I've never seen one so tall. And the flush is like this. It actually says on it, I think these are like original old toilets, but it says crappers, which I think is why people refer to a toilet as the crapper. Anyway, this is not why you clicked on this vlog. We have a handsome pug who's trying to jump on the bed. Actually, these beds are very high, which, no, get down. So as I was saying, but Oscar's obviously just proved me wrong, these beds are actually quite high for little dogs, so I didn't think they'd be able to get up here. But it does add a bit of a barrier, so that is something. But yeah, these beds are lovely, really comfortable. We stayed here last night as well, so I'm doing the tour the next morning. Beds are really cozy, materials are all lovely. They're like a good level of soft, hard, medium, whatever you want to call it. Can't really talk, can I? But yeah, the beds are very soft, very comfortable. I definitely approve. Nice and big as well. I would say these are both solid kings, maybe even queens. They're big. I guess it's normally king twin, isn't it? But it feels bigger than our king at home. But yeah, very comfy, very good night's sleep. Let me show you the master. So then heading on into the master bedroom, we've got this wardrobe area. I won't show you behind there because we have dumped all of our stuff, but it's very handy, keeps it all out the way so that everything looks spick and span. Again, we've got another mirror, which I appreciate, and there's actually plugs inside this wardrobe, so you can plug your straighteners or your curlers in and do your hair in this mirror. We brought our own dog bed because, as I said, dogs aren't allowed on the bed or the sofas. And then over here, we have got a bathtub in our room. So it's a freestanding roll top tub with this view. How nice is that? So you'll have to excuse the mess because, like I say, we have slept in this room. Yeah, this is our bed, beautiful lighting once again, and our bathroom, which again has a very cool toilet. The same sort of concrete sink, and then the freestanding shower, which we have used. I'm quite impressed with the skylight in here as well. There's a really good amount of light, so even if I turn the lights off, you can still see. So it's good for doing makeup and things in that mirror. And then last but not least, you can go out of these bedroom doors and into the outdoor bathtub. So that is pretty cool. Very at one with nature here. I'm definitely here for it. Right, so we are going to head out for the day and enjoy some of the Suffolk countryside. That's a bit of a mouthful, but we'll see you back here later this evening and I'll show you what it's like to spend the evening at the farmstead. So when you arrive, they've got these cute little trolleys that you can pack all of your stuff into. This is a car-free zone. So the main car park is here and it's literally like, a minute's walk to the lodges. And this is a map to show you guys where we are. We're staying in lodge number 6. But you can actually cut through here, so the walk is actually loads quicker than it looks. I'll show you. Come on then, hens, let's go. Yeah, so you can just come through this wildflower meadow, and we're staying in number 6, which is just over there. Henry's leading the way. I mean, dogs are probably meant to be on the lead, to be honest, but the boys don't stray too far. This way, hen. Beautiful. There's a couple of other dogs staying, so I can actually hear Oscar barking in our lodge over here. Come on. Right, so this is our lodge. We're staying in number 6 at the farmstead. Come on, hen. Well, it would be rude not to crack open the rosé that came with the lodge. We spent the next hour just relaxing on the terrace and sipping on rosé. This is the perfect spot to enjoy the evening sunshine. The boys enjoyed chilling on our laps and we enjoyed relaxing, scrolling on our phones and watching the world go by. Gosh, what a glorious evening at Farmstead. It's very warm out here, very relaxing. Got myself a nice glass of rosé that came with the room and we're just enjoying the last of the sunshine. Oh, I'm gonna miss summer. I feel like I'm already in autumn prep, but I'm not ready for it. I'm a summer girly. Right, I think the next thing to do is to, well, finish this glass of wine first, which is going down very nicely. And then I am going to run myself a bubble bath and enjoy the sunset because it's absolutely gorgeous out here. I think we've probably got an hour max until full sunset. So yeah, I want to get in the bath. See you there. As if me and Matt are having matching couples baths. How adorable is that? Oh, it's sunset up there. Actually, quite cold. Huh? I just ran you the coldest bath ever. Yeah. Very Instagram versus reality. It's alright, I'll fix it. God, that's freezing. Smells nice though. Right, I actually think I need to start again. Instagram versus reality. I have ran the water for too long, trying to run 2 baths, put the cold on for too long by accident. I've now sat on the plug, so I'm in the most shallow bath, but the sunset is beautiful. Let me show you. It's definitely a vibe. Oh, it really is lovely here. I'm definitely going to miss it. And I would definitely come back. It's been such a lovely stay. I just thought I'd sit down and go through some of my pros and cons about the farmstead with you guys. I've got some notes listed on my phone. So if we start with the pros, I love the little extras that are on offer here. So the fresh milk, the brownies, which I didn't eat on camera, but they were very good. The Norfolk Living toiletries are gorgeous. Like, I want to buy some. They're so nice. They smell amazing. And they have those throughout. They literally have shampoo, conditioner, body wash, hand cream, hand wash. They have disinfectant, dishwash. They have like the whole range of Norfolk Living products, which I really love. The fresh bread, the fresh sourdough was a nice touch. The butter with the flakes of salt, chef's kiss, so nice. I've actually taken the rest of the butter with me because it's so good, and I know it's just going to go in the bin, so why not? The grind coffee, which I didn't actually love the taste of as much as I thought. I would have actually preferred Nespresso pods, but I do appreciate that Grind is a good brand and it's a bit different, and yeah, I do appreciate it. And I think if you drink your coffee with milk, then the grind pods would be perfect. So no complaints there. I also love the fact that they left a dog bowl and that the boys got a bone each. That was nice. In general, the attention to detail throughout is second to none. The kitchen, for example, the pans are such good quality. All of the crockery, the glasses, the mugs, I'm not sure about the glasses actually, but the mugs, the plates, the bowls, all from Soho House, so no expenses spared. The glasses were beautiful, just really good quality across the board. Even, I've written down, even the gate as you come in, it's just the nicest welcome. Like, the gate is good quality, the sign is good quality. Just everything is nice. The kitchen is also very well equipped. So as well as everything being like nicely branded, nice quality, there's just everything you could want in that kitchen, even down to egg cups. So if you come away, you fancy making boiled eggs, there are egg cups, and there's plenty for like at least 4 people, if not more. There's things like sieves, there's a blender or like a hand mixery thing, there's a salad bowl. There's just everything. Tongs, I love tongs. It makes me sad when I go anywhere and they don't have tongs. Tin foil, just everything you could want. Lovely dishes. The kitchen's so well equipped. I've never seen a kitchen so well equipped in a holiday let before, so very impressed with that. The bathtubs are another thing to touch upon. You guys have probably seen me bath a couple of times now. You would have seen last night my bath was a fail. The hot water is not very hot, so I'm notoriously bad at running baths anyway. This is just a thing. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't a thing, but I am a bad bath runner. So I just turned the hot on, turned the cold on, put the bubbles in, swished it a bit, walked away, came back, and it was freezing cold. Then tipped some of it away, added more hot in. That was fine. To be honest, I had to tip most of it away though, because the hot is really not that hot. But then I sat on the bath plug and my water pretty rapidly decreased. So that was a fail, but I had a lovely bath this morning. The tubs are gorgeous. They are a selling point in themselves. I like the outdoor tub because it's covered, which is nice, but you can sort of look out over the scenery, and yeah, it's just really beautiful. The indoor tub is equally lovely. I didn't use the indoor tub just because there's an outdoor tub, so why not? But yeah, tubs, very impressive. I would come back for the tubs alone. The externals of the lodges are so well kept. Like, the grass behind you is just like the most perfect grass, like picture perfect grass. It's like perfectly mowed, perfectly green, and then it goes right to the edges, and then you've just got wild flowers. But it's just lovely that the grass is so short until you get to the wild meadow, like someone's chopped around that with precision. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's a really nice place to be. And then the other point that I have listed is that the lodges are very well temperature controlled. So there are cast iron radiators throughout, another lovely touch. We did put the radiators on for a little bit yesterday because where the lodges are made of wood, but also with this veranda-y bit, they don't get that much sunlight in. So they're not the warmest places, but we popped the heating on and the temperature was just perfect. So I think these would be great for any time of the year. I think even if you came here and it was uncomfortably hot, as in like, you know, those rare 30-degree days in England, I don't think it would be too hot in there. I think it would be really comfortable. So yeah, perfect for really hot days, perfect for cold days because the heating's so good. There's also a log burner, which we didn't use just because it wasn't cold enough to use a log burner, but nice touch. But yeah, I think this is a very comfortable place to stay, especially with dogs. I think, yeah, it's important to be able to control the temperature. So then moving on to my cons, and to be honest, this was tricky. Like, I really don't have much bad to say about this place at all. I will admit, before I get into this, that this trip was gifted. But I will also say that that doesn't alter anything that I'm saying here. I wouldn't lie about a place if it's not great. I wouldn't say it was great just because it was gifted. And to be honest, I'm quite particular in the gifted stays that I accept. So I wouldn't be here in the first place if I thought it was going to be rubbish. So my cons, it, as beautiful as it is out here, it's not fully fenced off. So you do have to keep an eye on the dogs. The boys aren't too bad. They don't go too far, which is why we've left them off the lead. But I think that really they should probably be on the lead, which isn't ideal if you're trying to relax. Like if you were out here chilling, it could get quite stressful if you had a dog that was likely to sort of go off, because there's other lodges fairly close. The main road isn't that accessible, so I don't think they'd get onto the road, but they could get into other lodges, and particularly where a lot of them are dog friendly. If there's a dog that is reactive or whatever, obviously you don't want your dog going into other people's lodges anyway. So yeah, in an ideal world, I'd love if there was the most subtle chicken wire, but I do appreciate that it would also ruin the aesthetic for people. So it's pros and cons. But yeah, from a dog owner point of view, that would be nice, but I completely get why it's not fenced off. The other con is that dogs aren't allowed on the beds or sofas, which again, I can see both sides on this one. The standard of this place is so high, and I think they are trying to keep it high with rules like that. They obviously don't want dogs jumping on the bed, jumping on the sofa, molting everywhere, scratching, peeing, whatever dogs are going to do. Not that the boys pee everywhere, but you know. So yeah, I completely get why they say it. But yeah, it's difficult when you've got dogs that are used to being on beds and sofas. So that's been a little bit challenging, but not the end of the world. And like I said earlier in the video, I've got blankets with me. So on the rare occasion that they did want to get up, everything has been covered. So that's fine. A couple of other cons. It is quite dark inside. So I mentioned about the veranda sort of cutting the sunlight out. It does get quite dark in there. It's not like the most bright and airy interior. But I'm going to caveat that because their mood lighting is absolutely on point. So I think it does give it a very cosy feel. So although it is a con because I love natural daylight, it actually isn't the end of the world. They have made it work. And their lighting, this should have been in the pro section, their lighting is really on point. They've thought of everything. Even they've got mood lighting in the chimney breast. They've got lamps everywhere. Everything's dimmable and everything's on its own circuit. So yeah, the lighting is brilliant. So it is a con. And I think if you were staying here for maybe a week, you probably wouldn't want to spend too much time inside because it is a bit dark. But yeah, they've made it work. Particularly in winter, this would be a lovely cosy stay. Another negative, there is a short walk from the car. To be honest, it is barely a negative because it is barely a walk. But if you're not able, it's just to let you know that you can't park your car like right next to the lodge. So it's maybe a minute, 2-minute walk tops. And they provide little trolleys for you to put your stuff in. So it's really not a big deal. It's just something to mention. The TV, we couldn't cast from our phone to the TV. I love watching our normal TV when we're away. For me, just being able to put on your normal series just makes me feel really at home. So you couldn't cast, but what you could do is sign in to your accounts. So like Amazon, Netflix, all that good stuff. So we could sign in, so it wasn't the end of the world. Ideally I would like to cast, but c'est la vie. And then the last con to mention is that although there's Wi-Fi, which is brilliant for such a remote location, the Wi-Fi doesn't stretch into the bedroom. So if you want to scroll on your phone in bed, it's not really doable. Aside from that, I just wanted to chat a bit about cost. So we are staying in a 2-bedroom lodge at the Farmstead. We're staying in lodge number 6 to be precise. This lodge is peak season, it comes up at around £1,100 for 2 nights. So it's definitely not cheap, particularly for 2 people. If there are 4 of you, you're looking at sort of just under £300 for the 2 nights, which isn't bad. But yeah, for 2 people, it's not good value for 1,100. What I would say is that if you were coming here with 2 friends or as a family of 4, it could work out better price-wise because the kitchen is so well equipped. I would rather stay here and cook every night than stay somewhere less nice and eat out. So when you take that into account, it's not so bad. It's a nice place to be, particularly for a group of friends, family of 4. You can spend a lot of time hanging out around here. You don't necessarily have to go out and spend additional money, is what I'm trying to say. So although it is expensive, I do think it's worth it. There are also walks straight from your doorstep. We haven't done any of them. But if you have a look on OS Maps when you're here, you can literally just walk right from the lodge. Have I just seen a deer? Oh, it is lovely out there, honestly. It's so nice. So yeah, what I'm trying to say, it is an expensive stay, but you can make it cheap by doing lots of nice dog walks, cooking in, and just relaxing in this beautiful scenery. I don't really think you need to go anywhere else, to be honest. So guys, I think that is it for our lodge tour. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming with us, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really does help more than you know. I would also love to chat with you guys in the comments, so let me know, would you guys stay here? Have you stayed here? Let's get chatting down below. And I am posting weekly from now on, so next Sunday at 7 p.m. you can see exactly what we got up to in Suffolk. Little spoiler alert, we let AI plan where we went. Right guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Bye.
Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl.